Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Aim for government job. Subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for more updates. Hi guys, in this video we're gonna discuss about circulatory system. Study of heart is known as cardiology. The weight of human heart is 250 to 300 milligram. Heart is located at the thoracic cavity in between lungs towards left side of the sternum. It is protected by pericardium. Pericardium, which is a double-layered membrane which is filled with pericardial fluid. Chambers of heart. Fish has got, that is aquatic animal has got a two-chambered heart. Amphibians has got, like frogs, they have three chambers of heart which is incomplete. Two is complete and one is incomplete, or one is not developed properly. In reptiles like snakes, lizard, they have three complete chambered head. Crocodile. Here you can see crocodile, which is a reptile which would be belongs to three chambered head, but it is exceptional. Crocodile has got four chambered head, as same as birds and mammals. Mammals which include human, apes, other animals. 13 chamber head is for cockroach. Cockroach and crocodile were asked in previous year question. Circulatory system. This is what the circulatory system, and the circulatory system usually starts with the right atrium, right over here, 11th point. Starts from here. From here it passes to right ventricle through tricuspid valve. This is what the tricuspid valve located. From here, from right ventricle, it moves to lungs through pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery, it moves to lungs. From here, blood get purified. Oxygenated blood that pumped into pulmonary vein, which go into left atrium. From here, it goes to left ventricle through bicuspid valve. From left ventricle, it moves to aorta, and this blood, oxygenated blood, moves to various parts of the body. This Next, coronary artery and coronary vein. These are the two blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood and carry deoxygenated blood from and to heart. Heartbeat generated at SA node. Usually, this SA node is located at here, right atrium. Right atrium. Pacemaker of the heart is known as SA node. Largest vein in human body is inferior vena cava. Largest artery in human blood is aorta. Rarest blood group, which is Bombay group, which is also known as H group. This blood group was first discovered in Bombay. That's why its name given like this, Bombay group. Medulla oblongata controls the heartbeat, and the hormone which control heartbeat is thyroxine, which is secreted by thyroid gland, and adrenaline, secreted by kidney, not by kidney. It is located in the upper portion of kidney in triangular shape. Blood pressure. Blood pressure, which means force exerted on blood vessel. That force is called blood pressure. There is two pressures: systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. The reading usually the nurse used to write is something like this: 120/80. Here the 120 is the highest pressure when ventricle contracts. 80 is the lowest pressure when ventricle relaxes. In order to measure blood pressure, in hospitals they use sphygmomanometer, which is discovered by Julius Harrison. Electrocardiogram, which is used to know the activity of the heart. Electrocardiogram, which means the graph which we get from electrocardiograph. That graph, so PQRST, that graph was discovered by Waller, and the machine used to get that graph is known as electrocardiograph. That machine was discovered by Eindhoven. Blood coagulation, next topic, which means blood clotting. When the tissue injured clumped, platelets and tissue at the site of injury releases thromboplastin. These platelets secrete releases thromboplastin, prothrombin, which is prothrombin. This thing is we get from vitamin K and the calcium ion. These three joins and releases thrombin. This thrombin acts with the fibrinogen, which is one of the blood protein in blood. This fibrinogen, after acting this, fibrinogen turns into fibrin, which clots the blood. Disorders in circulatory system. First thing is hypertension, otherwise high BP. Atrial wall lose elasticity, which leads to rupturing of capillaries. When the high BP attained, the blood capillaries began to rupture. It is a silent killer. It is also known as silent killer. Silent killer is the high BP, that is hypertension. Next is low BP, that is hypotension. Low BP, which is also known as hypotension. Hypotension. For a human, the average blood group should be 120/80. But if go low to 90/60, it is hypotension. Further it go If further it go to 80 and 60, it is nausea, and 80/50, fainting and tiredness will be there. When it goes to 70/50, the person will feel human will feel weak and blurry vision. When it goes to 60/45, sleepiness and confusion will be there for that particular human. And further, if it goes to 50/35, which is dangerous, and the man may lead to coma or death. Coronary artery disease, or CAD, or another name is atherosclerosis. This disorder is due to deposition of calcium, fat, and cholesterol. These things are when it when these things deposit at the blood capillaries, the blood supply will reduce. In atherosclerosis, these fat, cholesterol, all this deposition take place in coronary artery and coronary vein. So the coronary artery and coronary vein are the vein or artery which takes blood from heart and from and to from for heart. So it will damage the heart due to decrease in oxygenated blood and increase in carbon dioxide oxide. Next is angina or angina pectoris. It is a just little chest pain due to oxygen deficiency to heart muscle. This is the beginning of angina, or angina pectoris is the beginning, first stage or beginning stage. After that, coronary artery or atherosclerosis will be taken. Heart failure. Heart failure. There are two types: heart attack and cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest, it is the state in which heart stop bleeding suddenly. The heart stop beating. In heart attack, the heart muscle suddenly get damaged due to inadequate supply of blood. Now the next topic we're gonna discuss is blood. Blood contain two things: plasma and formed elements. They are RBC, WBC, and platelets. Plasma constitute 55%. In that 55%, water constitute 92 to 92% plasma protein, which contain up to 68%, which include fibrinogen, which helps in clotting of blood, which we have discussed in blood coagulation below that. And this fibrinogen is synthesized in liver. Next protein is plasma protein is globulin. This act as antibodies and fight against foreign particle albumin, which maintain blood pressure. Inorganic constituents which are present in blood plasma are sodium, potassium, magnesium, chlorine, and calcium. This calcium also helps in clotting of blood. Plasma without clotting factor, that is, without calcium and fibrinogen, is known as serum. Mm, Formed elements RBC. Blood contain two things, that is plasma. Which then the second thing is formed element. This formed element, first thing is RBC. It is also known as erythrocyte. RBC is the most abundant cell in the blood, and its average lifespan is 120 days. This question was asked in previous year questions in railway and SSC. It's important. Its count is 5 to 5.5 million per millimeter cube, formed in bone marrow. It is biconcave in shape and devoid of nucleus. This also once asked in exam. This RBC contains hemoglobin, that's why it is red in color. The graveyard of RBC is spleen. WBC is also known as leukocyte. The WBC is colorless cell and nucleated. It is the largest cell in the blood. WBC is the largest cell in the blood, and the RBC is the most abundant cell in the blood. WBC count is very low as compared to RBC. There is 6,000 to 8,000 per millimeter cube. One of the questions that has been previous year railway was the ratio of RBC is to WBC, and the answer is 600 is to 1. If there are 600 RBC in the blood, then there will be only one WBC present in the blood. Lifespan of WBC is just in average 3 to 4 days. In some books they used to give 1 to 15 days. In some books 2 to 7 days, something like that. The average is 3 to 4 days. Found in bone marrow, spleen, and a lymph gland. Function of WBC is defense system, that is to fight against the foreign particle. Platelets, also known as thrombocytes. It is the small irregular body present in the blood, and its count is 1.5 to 3.5 into 10 raised to 5 millimeter cube. Average lifespan is 7 days. It is formed in bone marrow, and these platelets are colorless and non-nucleated fragments. And the function of this platelet is blood clotting. In blood clotting, they need four things. That is platelets, vitamin K, which releases prothrombin, uh, calcium ion, and the fourth thing is this one, fibrinogen, releases by this one, fibrin blood plasma, fibrinogen. Next thing is RS factor. In 1940, Landsteiner and Weiner discovered different type of antigen in blood and discovering from rhesus monkey called and they called that antigen as Rh factor erythroblastosis fetosis. If the father blood group is Rh positive and mother blood group is Rh negative and the child to be born dies at the pregnancy or short span of time after the birth, it will take place only for the second child if the first child is positive, if the first child's blood group is positive. Next is blood diseases. If the RBC increases, it is known as polycythemia. If RBC decreases, it is anemia. When WBC increases, it is leukemia, and when the WBC decreases, is leukopenia. Next is blood group. There are four groups: A, B, AB, O. The antigens on RBC antigen. For A blood group, there will be A antigen will be present on the RBC. Due to the presence of this A antigen in that blood group is known as A blood group. If the blood group which contain B antigen, then that blood group is known as B blood group. If the RBC contains this both AB antigen, that blood group is known as AB type. If there is no antigen in the blood, that is RBC. If there is no antigen in the RBC, then that blood is considered as O blood type. A blood can be donated to A and AB. B blood group can be donated to B and AB. AB can donate to only AB. O can donate to anyone. AB, ABO. That's why they are known as universal donor. O blood group is known as universal donor because they can donate blood to AB, AB, and O blood group. For the antibodies present in the serum for A type blood group, that is antibody B. For B, the opposite thing will be there, that is antibody A. For AB, there will be no antibody. For O, there will be antibody for A and B. Both antibody will be present in O type blood group. A can receive blood from A and O. B can receive blood from B and O. AB can receive blood from AB, O, as well as A and B, as well as A and B here. There is a mistake. I will rectify and this video. AB can receive from AB, O, A, and blood group B. That's why they are known as universal recipient. For O blood group, they can receive only from O. World Blood Donation Day is celebrated on June 14. National Blood Donation Day is celebrated on October 1. And this PDF will be provided in the description below where you can download this. I will rectify this thing and I will be after rectifying this I will be uploading this PDF into the description box. Okay, here it should be AB, O, and another two. There should be another two blood group A and B. AB is also known as universal recipient. Okay, thanks for watching my channel.